Push the weight enough flex. Flex the live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Monkey Tuesday! Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronson on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button. Hype the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us because he ain't ish. Yes, sir. Let's do this roll call. Jalen Hudson, G. McCall, Columbia. Miss Van Houder, good morning, ma'am. Cop Aborigines, Stormy in the building. Convos with Cam. Matter of fact, if you missed Noise on Culture last night, go back and run that back. Wasn't your average show, man. Had a good time. Convos with Cam. Salute, Queen. How are you? Stay blessed. Hope we keep you entertained this morning. Boxing, please. Salute. Andrew 100. Tay-Tay, good morning. Shaquilla Fields. Salute, Queen. How are you? Charlene. Chilltown Majors. Shamar, what's good? Tony G. What's good, brother? Michael Fleming. Rashad, what's good? What's good? Yeah, I got a whole week to tell the truth on these clowns, for real. Young Abel, salute. Jarrell Freeman, Eric H. The Brothers UK, salute. Curtis, HMC, Marcus Walls. Unique Dawn, salute, Queen. Cheeks, what's going on, brother? Main Biker. Ron Rico. 88 Sports Talk, always supporting. Salute, brother. All right, let's get to it. So, Robert Singleton, salute. So here we go again. Del Riv, salute. You only got one time to show me who you are. I'm gonna believe you. Michael Ray, salute. I will believe you. I'm definitely gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you. So sometime like last week they were talking about this racist missed weight. People texting me and stuff, and you know what I did? I looked at it. I said, oh. Rick Blackwell, salute. I'm like, what? I mean, how are we surprised? You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? No one's surprised. No one's surprised. No one at all. He got on that stage and said, I love the WBC. And then when Chris Mannix interviewed Mauricio Sillyman, you hear why this drug cheat and this racist loves the WBC, because they let you come through there and do whatever you want to do. Steve Elder Max, salute. My brother Cop Aborigines, salute. They let this dude do whatever he wants to do, and he said it. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say what I want to say, and nobody's going to do nothing to me. Let me ask y'all a question. Now, I don't have to be first to report on something. In fact, this news is a few days old. I would rather be a bit accurate. I wanted to hear how this was handled. I wanted to hear what he said, if anything. And I also watched this media. I want to watch the media because I could name a few fighters that if they did exactly what Lion Ryan did, they get pushed out of the sport. Do you know that this dude has a rap sheet? He's more famous for doing the wrong things in boxing than actually boxing. Really think about it. If Ryan Garcia's name was Raheem Johnson, and he was from any hood USA, Jeff Sparks, salute. If he was from any hood USA, do you think he'd even have a career? I rock, salute. You think he'd have a career? They tried to box out black fighters for less. Jonathan, what up? And I don't need to go down his rap sheet because the monkeys don't consider it a rap sheet. They run around trying to defend this dude. You heard it yesterday. You heard it yesterday. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this dude. And I said, hold on. Let me do a mic check. Let me see what type of quote unquote brother he was. Because I couldn't understand. Okay, fine. You're a Shakur fanatic. You're from Jersey. So I went straight for it. I said, wait, where you from? Jersey. There you go. And then when I asked him about Ryan Garcia, here we are literally, basically 2 years removed from that situation. He was caught dead to rights. He did what he did, and he said what he said about black people. He did what he did to his ex-wife. Remember that? And this knuckle dragger got on the panel and said allegedly. I asked him, did he know about what happened between Shakur and Jamel Herring? And he said, nah. But this is your man's though. You don't know. Did y'all not hear me say yesterday? In order to understand how you got here, you got to understand where you came from. Because if you don't correct what you did in the past, you're doomed to repeat the same mistakes. MJ, what up? And what you're finding out now is that Shakur is making the same mistake. It's a mistake. I told that dude yesterday, what's the excuse now? I asked him, what's the excuse? Now, you want to say the 25% was a low ball. I disagree. And it wasn't. He didn't want to fight Devin. He said he was going to be drained and I'm going to take the belts and Freedom's March salute. No, okay, all we said was do it. He calls it a duck because it suits his agenda. It suits his narrative. It wasn't true. You know why? You fought Edwin De Los Santos, not on pay-per-view, for way less money, and the media crapped on you. For that, they crapped on you. I didn't. The media crapped on you. So fast forward, Turkey Al-Sheikh comes into the business of boxing. I asked this fool why they're not fighting. You know what he says yesterday? Probably money. Probably? No, give me a definite. You're dealing with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Money's not the issue, man. It don't work like how you think it used to work. It don't go like that. It don't go like that. Listen to when he talked, probably money. No, you either know or you don't. I know that boy don't want to fight. I know that we were told the winner between him and T.O. was supposed to call Devin into the ring. I was looking for it. He calls in kind of Ben. Big Joe Townsend, Snacks B, salute. He calls in kind of Ben. I was confused. Like, what is he doing? Why is he? I said, okay, man. I already know what time it is. You called in kind of Ben? So if money's not the issue, and he's not calling in Devin, what are you talking about here? And the latest flex is Shakur's Fanatics are co-signing this Keyshawn with the shield, the lapdog. Let me find out. I'm going to start calling Keyshawn the mini Lycan, because the Lycan is Dillian White. Remember when he was the guard dog to AJ? But at least Dillian fought AJ. But Keyshawn's the mini Lycan. He's the mini Lycan. Then you call Devin. I say, all right, well, somebody going to get got. The next day, he's talking about, hey, I can go fight Louis Crocker. I was already talking to Eddie. What happened to Devin? That's a whole nother show. Bert, what up? Yup, the mini Lycan. Dara, what up? The mini Lycan. But just like Dillian, when it came time to fight, what did Dillian do when it came time to fight Deontay? He didn't do anything. Keyshawn cutting commercials. Yeah, you selling it. Follow through with it, though. These dudes is clowning, man. I don't trust these kids. How could I believe what you say when I see what you do? Never forget who Keyshawn is. He was partying up with this. That's why I brought him up. He was partying up with this racist right here. Mansa Musa, salute. If you got a father, Keyshawn hate you. We don't need that. Remember that? He literally said he don't care that Ryan cheated. He said that. Darren Hodges says, Devin, send a contract. Do you know how anything works in Riyadh season? Devin don't send contracts. They go to Turkey. Turkey says, how much y'all want? Darren, get an education. Darren, your thoughts on Ryan Garcia before you get blocked. Before you get blocked. Before I go any further, your thoughts on Ryan Garcia. There is no Shakur fans. There is no Shakur fans. There is no Keyshawn fans. There's Devin Haney haters. And all of you knuckle draggers are bottom feeders. Rod Neal, salute. Darren Hodges, your thoughts on Ryan Garcia. What the fuck you mean, what do I mean? Read the title. Read the title of my show. What does it say? What does it say, Darren? And by the way, you got the last name of a notorious crackhead troll that used to be in our chats who died about 5 years ago. Love your last name. Mansa Musa, salute. So your thoughts on Ryan Garcia. Read my title. Your thoughts there. You typing fast. Type now. Perfect Black, salute. Type now. Hodges. Y'all remember D. Hodges? Uh-huh. If you know, you know. I knew there was something wrong with him. They all wait. All right, D. Hodges remix. D. Hodges 2.0. For you, when you're in my chat, you speak proper English. We're not doing Ebonics with you. They all wait, Billy. They all wait, bully. No. You, young man, are going to speak proper English. You, young man, are going to speak proper English. Prez, I will block the entire fuck out you today. Don't start with me. I'm making a point. Because your man Keyshawn and the rest of you mini knuckle draggers got behind Ryan Garcia. You probably want to get behind him for real, for real. And what he did then is exactly what he's doing now. Ryan has an issue with weight. Where is the ridicule? Now, I've waited about 4 days about. Where's the ridicule? So D Hodges 2.0, your thoughts on Ryan Garcia, and speak proper English to me, young man. Don't type in shorthand. I know a lot of high school teachers, and I read y'all papers. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are typing papers like how you text. Instead of Y, W-H-Y, y'all just put the letter Y. In a term paper? What's wrong with y'all? D. Hodges. Your thoughts on Ryan Garcia. They all weight bully. You don't even know what a weight bully is. It's Monkey Tuesday, y'all, and it don't take them long. Watch this. Devin's a weight bully. Ask me how many times he missed weight on the scale. No, don't ask me. You tell me how many times Devin missed weight on scale. Devin's a weight bully, but against Shakur said, he's going to be drained. That don't sound like a weight bully to me. But let me ask y'all a question. How many times has Shakur missed weight? Uh-oh. Watch out. Watch out. How many times has Shakur missed weight? How many times Tank Davis missed weight? Oh. Terrific. How many times Ryan Garcia missed weight? Wow. But Devin's the weight bully. Do you see a pattern here? Do you see a pattern? Devin is who you want your favorite fighter to be. That's one of my lives this week. Devin is who you want your favorite fighter to be. And that's why y'all come in here saying uneducated things. Because you don't know any better. What you do is you hear the hatred. And you go to these other channels and they push it off as fact, no matter how articulate. If you speak Ebonics, you listen to K-Ho in his hoodie, 100 degrees outside, and he's wearing a hoodie in his house. Yeah, man, because, Devin Haney is a weight bully, man, and, man, what you can't both on, man, and I'm going to think we defend Tank against all enemies, foreign and domestic, man. Fuck out of here. Go over there and listen to that shit. Long-winded bullshit. Long-winded bullshit. Go listen to Fanon. Articulate bullshit. Prez says, my favorite fight is exciting and gets knockouts. Now watch this. I asked this dude just last week, what do you want to see Tank do at 140? His response was, make as much money as he can. I asked him twice, and he repeated it. I said, wait a minute. What do you want to see Tank do at 140? He said, move up and make as much money as he can. So when you talk about knockouts, it's clear to me that Prez doesn't give a damn what Tank does in the ring. Against who? He doesn't care. He just wants to see this sweaty, tattooed freak in the ring against anybody because he likes to watch him. And he doesn't want to see his favorite fighter tested. Because I got a meme right up here with 15 faces. And the only person on that meme, he fought to a draw. He don't even want to see him run that back. But if you ask Prez, what do you want to see Devin do? He'll give you a list of names and when he should fight them, and he got Dev fighting 4 times a year. But in the same breath, you ask a Tank fan to do the same thing, and Tank had a list. You know what the Tank fans say? Why Tank gotta fight everybody? Why can't everybody fight each other? But Devin has a list. He don't say things like they gotta fight each other. He says, I wanna fight everybody. You see the difference? Devin is who you want your favorite fighter to be. Time Prez out. You're done for the day. You're done. I'm not dealing with the bullshit. But let me go back to this other monkey. Where's the other monkey? D. Hodges. D. Hodges 2.0. Why are you not typing? I asked you a question, young man. Now I'm extending you courtesy. You're going to write in proper English. Are you not typing because you can't write in proper English? You can't be a failure like that. I asked you. Your thoughts on Ryan Garcia? Oh, y'all clapped him. Well, fuck him then. Said he's dead. Whatever. $1 Trillion Dream, salute. Ultimate Fight Club. Now you see what I did that on purpose. Everything I do here has meaning. You can't talk about Ryan Garcia without talking about what he did to Devin. And even though he was proven to be a cheater and a liar, remember Asha Wakanda? It was that. Remember how he sent the open canisters? Wait a minute. Prez, are you retarded? Are you retarded? Side, I got you. I already told you I don't want to talk to you today. All right, so go have a seat. Devin Haney is who you want your favorite fighter to be. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. You know what? I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. You're done for the day, Prez. My brother 503 Line is in the mother effing building. Usual Suspect 6, my family. Salute. Bob, what's good? All I see is the work amongst the jerks. All I see is the work amongst the jerks. Boss. And Devin could do no right, which is why he don't waste time talking with y'all. He don't waste time bothering with y'all. He's in the gym. He probably in the gym right now. So getting back to Ryan. Ryan cheated. He lied. He said open canisters to some third-party drug testing company, and they said, yeah, there was Osterine in this, but when we got the canisters, they were open already. What does that mean? Ryan got the perfect carb and the perfect amino and the super carb. I don't know why you're taking super carbs when you're trying to make weight, but whatever. And said no, the canisters was open. And then he blamed Scooter. Remember that? Remember that? He blamed Scooter. Remember that? That's what he did. Stop me when I'm lying. Did he not do all of that? That's what the man did. He ain't a man, he a bitch. And the whole time, you see, I remember when Showbiz, the coon, the super coon that he is. I remember when the news came out that Ostarine was found in the canister of perfect amino and super carb. I remember people sending me videos, and I don't watch this dude. I didn't even click on the video. I just said, whoever texted to me, I said, just tell me what he said because I don't want to give him a view. I really don't like that dude. Yeah, 503, we was talking about that all last week. And hey, 503, if you listen to the Mannix interview, Mauricio Sillyman admits that the rankings in the WBC is a popularity contest. It's what we've always said. Ryan Garcia getting a title shot is good for business. Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn high in the rankings after doing nothing in the WBC is good for business. Because let me remind you guys. Let me pull it up so I can read it word for word. Exact words. The WBC's priorities are in this order, and he said it in this order. Their priority is the promoters, the industry, the networks, and last are the fighters. So you could be ranked number 2 in the WBC, fighting, saying, hey, man, I'm going to fight number 1, and I'm going to be the next up mandatory. And enter Ryan Garcia and all that hard work you did. You probably fought 3 times in a year. You've been sacrificing away from your family. Your wife is upset because, you know, your craft is going to make them a lot of money, but you're not home and the kids are growing and you're sacrificing and sacrificing. And just when you think you're about to crack that top 3, this guy grabs Ryan Garcia, who lost his last fight in the division south of you, and leapfrog everybody and gets him a title shot on Riyadh season because it's what's good for business. He said that. So my question to everybody ranked in the WBC is, when are y'all guys done? Y'all better take y'all ass over to Zuffa. Shout out to the Van Houters. Y'all better take y'all ass over to Zuffa fast. Get y'all asses over there. Get out the WBC rankings and start beating down that door. Fight for your position, especially if you're in those rankings and you know you nice. Yo, I'm ranked number 10, but I could beat him. I beat him 5 times in the amateurs. He don't even want no smoke with me. I walk in the building. Y'all don't know me, but you notice he don't look at me. You know what that sound like? Y'all remember Vernon Forrest? Casuals didn't know who the hell. Y'all didn't know who he was. I knew who he was. I knew he was dangerous. He was a decorated amateur, and he already beat Shane like 2 times in the amateurs. Everybody knew. Floyd Mayweather knew who Vernon Forrest was. And trust me, listen, Vernon was about to be a problem had he not messed up he ran into his kryptonite kind of fast. That's what makes boxing funny. Boxing is real funny like that. But everyone's like, oh man, Shane. And that fight happened up here in New York. And I said, I don't know about this one. Katz was like, what? I said, I'm telling you, I don't know. Y'all know that he has an identical record to Shane? Yeah. But Shane had a better resume. He had better names on it. But Oscar ain't call out Vernon Forrest either. Everyone knew who he was. And I said, all right, man, okay. And respectfully, because I talked to Shane about that fight. But Shane was honest. Yeah, he beat the shit out of me. He was honest. He said he had a little injury, but no excuses. That was a prime Shane Mosley, y'all. Real stuff. So imagine being in the WBC rankings. And because this racist, cheating a-hole who lost his last fight leapfrogs all of y'all into, not even into title contention, but he leapfrogs everybody into a title shot. And you know he's getting paid like at least $10 million. It makes you say, yo, what the fuck am I doing this for? Why am I here? Oh, Abel, he said he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there. He said, you know, Winky was too big. True Boxing Night, salute. He said Winky was too big. He shouldn't have been there. He tried. Imagine that. Imagine you working, and this he does this. And here's the question. Why is Ryan celebrated? That's the question. That's the question. Oh, I can't unsee the left hook. Devin, it showed that he was he lacks defensively on the inside. That fool yesterday tried to sound articulate. He don't know boxing. He's a Shakur fan, and anybody that is a threat to Shakur, he don't like him. Well, you don't have to like him, but God damn it, can you be honest? Black Gun Owners Magazine, salute. Can you be honest? If you put this kid in a situation where there's a tournament, who's he beating? Is he beating Keyshawn? Is he beating Shakur? Is he beating Devin? Well, he already beat Devin. No, he was on drugs and he was overweight. And watch this. If you think that, they could have fought at least early last year, they could have fought. Even after he lost in the Fatal Fury to Rolly. Devin was like still running. This mofo was like, no, my hand broke. Do y'all watch boxing or do you watch boxing? I want you to understand something. This dude's claim to fame is cheating Devin. You do know that, right? But never mind that. Because Mauricio Sillyman pulled him up from 140 to 147 off of a loss. And he's getting a title shot against Mario Barrios. And insult to injury, he missed weight. They had some sort of weigh-in. What is it, a 10-day weigh-in? I didn't even read the specifics behind it. I've heard about 10-day weigh-ins or whatever, but he couldn't even meet that. So I'm like, oh shit, here he go again. So where are the Ryan Garcia fans talking about this? Because you don't want to talk about him being a woman beater. You don't want to talk about him being a drug abuser. Recreational drugs and PEDs, both. You don't want to talk about him being a racist. So what are we talking about here? CO in that super chat salute. He says, salute, Drew. They pulling the great white hype moves. They've been doing that. Or the great Latino hype, whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do, because they do it. I look at Devin and all I see is the work. Hey, man, even Shakur. I don't say he has a faulty style. What he does in the ring is great so far. I don't want no black fighter in the ring with this dude. Well, you know what? F that. I don't want no fighter in the ring with this dude. Whatever Mario Barrios got, he got by fighting. He didn't win everything, but he also didn't lose everything. So there's no way in the world that he's putting in all this work. And this fool, coming off of a loss, gets a gift from the WBC, and he can't even get that right. He's coming in missing weight already? Where's the ridicule? Where is it? Now, I don't tell y'all where to go. Todd French in that super chat, he says, facts, too many boxers failing upwards, hashtag nonsensical. Word is bond, not a salute. Word is bond. Now, I don't tell y'all where to go, but I know y'all be in other places. So I'm just going to ask y'all. What are the other jerks? And you know what I mean by jerks. What are they saying? I got to ask y'all because I don't know. I don't watch them. Y'all don't understand missing weight by a half a pound is a big deal. It's a big deal. Especially this dude with this reputation. You know what Devin had to do to make that fight? They had to restructure the contract the night before. Y'all have no idea. That's why I don't talk to everybody about boxing. Because dudes like that dude, Davey, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. All he knows is Shakur. And if you don't understand what the problem is, if you don't understand how we got here, that means you don't understand the past. Right now in 2026, I asked him, you know, what's up with this thing with with Devin and Ryan, just to see. And he didn't disappoint because I knew what kind of time he was on. Drugs aside, Devin lost. You can't put the drugs aside. There's a list. There's drugs on a list, and it says simply, very simply, you can't be on this. And give us a list of everything you're using beforehand. I'm on this, this, and this. And the commission will say, look, this right here has this in it. Read the label. So get off of it. You're about to go into camp. Give us a list of what you on. Y'all remember what happened to King Kong Ortiz? CEO back in that super chat salute. He says, I feel bad for Barrios. They lining them up like that lamb in Jurassic Park. Hey, man. And this is the part. They should know Ryan by now. Everyone should know Ryan by now. And if I was Mario, I'd be like, man, if he can't make weight, man, I'm not fighting him. But they're eerily quiet. Snoop, what up? They're eerily quiet, which is giving me reasonable cause to believe either he's in on the gag. Mauricio said, yo, we'll lay down. I'll give you some money under the table. I'm trying to take $120K from Shakur, and I'm mad at Bud, and I'm mad at them for being friends, but I'm going to slide you some bread under the table. I need you to step aside because I need this kid to wave the WBC banner. They see value in Ryan through all the nonsense, the racism, and everything else. They see value in this kid, which is why I don't respect the WBC. And if Mario goes in there and lay down, I'm going to tell you in 3 rounds if he does. I'm going to tell you. Because Mario's supposed to win this. Ryan's not good. Let me be very clear. Ryan Garcia got outboxed by Rolly effing Romero. We did not see that coming. But what you had was a clean Ryan Garcia. And he couldn't box with Rolly Romero. He's supposed to come up to 47 and fight Mario Barrios, who's a dog. There's no part of this fight that Ryan is supposed to win. But he's already missing weight. There's already no proper drug testing. So you know what kind of, and then he's looking like the Incredible Hulk in these goddamn photos you're seeing. All right, man. All right, Mario. All right, Mario, you did this. But getting back to King Kong Ortiz, do y'all remember what happened with him? Second fight to Deontay. Deontay could have called that fight off because you know what he did? They asked, give me a list of everything you're on. Vitamins, medication. He gave him a list. And he forgot to put down his blood pressure pills, his medication, which could be used as what? A masking agent. Oh, well, Drew, that's just a mistake. Nah. You see, I'd give you that if King Kong Ortiz hadn't popped dirty in the past, because he did. He popped dirty in the past. So I can't give you that. And that fight was pretty much dead. You know why that fight happened? Because of Deontay. And y'all don't give him any credit. When I'm saying y'all, I'm not talking about y'all in the chat. I'm talking about the Deontay haters. He doesn't give any credit for that. And the only reason why he blessed them was because what Ortiz and Wilder have in common is that they both have sick daughters. And he said, I'm going to bless you. You said it was a mistake? Fine. Let's correct it. Just put it on the paper. Let's run the fight. And that's what he did. Like he got Tyson Fury's fat ass off the couch and Tyson Fury tried to kill him in return by cheating him 3 fucking times. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the Ortiz situation. You see, we as black people, and King Kong Ortiz is black. I'm talking about Fury now. We're too forgiving. And in that aspect, listen, man, in that aspect to a degree, that Bible has us trained. And I said it and I'm gonna get off of it. I said it and I'm gonna get off of it. I'm not as forgiving. If you hit me, then I'll hit you back. Smack me and I'll smack you back. I'm not gonna turn the other cheek for you to kick me in my ass. I'm not like that. I'm sorry. I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect. No. I get triggered. No. Negative. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about Devin trying to give Ryan another opportunity, even though he lost to Rolly Romero. He said we can still run it. Ryan said no. Ryan was caught. Ryan was being a racist. Did he ever apologize to Devin? No. You know what Ortiz said to Wilder? My bad. I forgot. I wasn't trying to cheat. My bad. I forgot. And D said, nothing. Water under the bridge. And he had to make that fight happen. I'm telling you, he didn't have to do it, but he did it. Rod Neal in that super chat salute, he says, I take them. It's the first thing you put on the list. Yes. I take one too. I have hypertension. I take 1 pill a day. That's the first thing. You get a list. What are you on? The first thing I put would be my medication. Then the vitamins I take. The water I drink. The type, if I drink it out the bottle, the type of water I drink. I'm sending pictures and everything. This is what I take. It's on here. And they do that because if you've been taking this, that means it's in your system. So they give you a heads up. Hey, man, look, this Bucked Up, that brand, there's something in here that's on our ban list. So how long have you been taking it? Oh, I've been taking this all year long. Okay, well, listen. From right now, we know you're on this. But for the length of your camp, this should be out of you. Don't take it. Now, I don't know if it goes exactly like that. But what I'm saying is they can't call you a cheater if it's on the list. Hey, this pen is on the damn list. And I've been taking it because they sell it over the counter. It's an energy drink. I just drink it. They're gonna say, all right, yo, look, stop. Brown on boxes, salute. Snoop, salute. Thank you for plugging the Rumble. Man, we had a ball on Rumble. When I do pep talk, I started out 30 minutes on YouTube, and then I ended the YouTube stream, and we went to Rumble, and we cooked. Love Rumble. I could play the music I want, and I say what I want over there. Ratchet, what up, brother? And it's a little more loose on my Patreon. Make sure you follow me on Patreon. See, there's ways around Miguel. I could do it for my boxing show. I might do it for my boxing show a few times. Because Miguel don't like you what I have to say. That's fine. Catch me on Rumble, Miguel. Catch me on Rumble. Y'all some pillow biters, bruh. Swear to God. Y'all some pillow biters. Yum, 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 yum. Anyway. Nobody credits Deontay for what he did for King Kong Ortiz. King Kong Ortiz appreciates it. He sure does. And I'll give it to Ortiz. He fought clean, man. And did he not almost win 2 times? That's all we want is a clean fight, man. I could deal with a loss. But fight clean. Why do you have to cheat? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Am I in here screaming and hollering over the Zilly Zhang loss? No, he fought clean. He won. It happened. So what? All I want is a clean fight, man. Damn. I thought Bud was going to lose the arrow. Holy cow, was I wrong. But Bud was clean. Can I get a clean sport? What's going on with y'all? Why is that unreasonable? Why? These kids have access to the best training systems in the world. There's no excuse for you to be coming in overweight unless you're undisciplined, and this is part of the plan. Let me ask y'all a question. Where's Joseph Parker's B sample, damn it? Where is it? We forgot about that? He popped for that nose candy against Fabio Wardley, whom I'm a huge supporter of Wardley. And he won. But he put in the work. Joseph Parker, who's a veteran, why are you on cocaine, man? Why? Why? And here's what they don't talk about. That is also a masking agent like marijuana. You heard what I said? Hey, Keyshawn fans. You ready for this? Let me tell you how stupid Keyshawn is. Ryan Garcia, leading up to the Devin Haney fight, was smoking marijuana in LA on the stage, even if it wasn't a real blunt. That's in poor taste. You got kids watching you. Leading up to a fight, you smoking a blunt. And when we said, hey, man, that's a masking agent, we were met with, it's legal to do it. Man, okay, it's legal. So now it's in his system, that's okay? Hey, Keyshawn, what was you suspended for?
What?
Excuse me? There is a no contest on your box rec. For what? And then you want to get on the Instagram with your brother, Shakur, and party it up with this dude after he said he wanted to resurrect George Floyd, delete him again, and join the Ku Klux Klan? And y'all got on there so easily with him? Yeah, I know, the enemy of my enemy. Because what do all three of those clowns have in common? Devin. And all I see is the work. Yeah, but, snacking, Victor Conti. All right. Name the fighter. Forget the boxer. Name the athlete. Any athlete that popped dirty because of what's in snack. Listen to the question. Name the athlete from any sport that is on the snack program that popped dirty because of the snack supplements. Now, mind you, I'm pointing out real stuff. Ryan Garcia, drug cheat, racist. Keyshawn Davis, fatherless, insecure, suicidal, weed smoking, no contest having, motor mouth. Shakur, motor mouth. Watch winner. I'm gonna take 25%. It's not enough. I'm gonna go fight Edwin De Los Santos. But I thought Devin was gonna be drained. I know he's gonna be drained, but I don't like to lose. I'm telling you right now, when that kid loses again, remember the Olympics, because it's gonna be worse. I'm telling y'all, I'm not wrong about shit. The outcome of these fighters, I'm never wrong. I might not speak out much, but I know how this ends. I keep telling y'all, I know how this ends. When I told y'all, I did videos, I did memes. I said, yo, I'm looking at Tank Davis. I said, this is Mike Tyson. In fact, Mike Tyson said this was Mike Tyson. They said, hey, Mike, doesn't Tank Davis remind you of you? He said, what are you talking about? As far as going to jail, yeah. I was like, oh, shit. He sees it. He sees it. Okay. But what did I say about Mike Tyson, y'all? What did I say about Mike Tyson? A lot of people went crazy in here. What did I say about Mike Tyson? I said a bit of his record is fluff. It's overrated, man. Mike is a bit overrated. Now, you could say that to a young man today. If you're in your 20s, do not talk to me about Mike Tyson because you don't know. You were not there. I was there. You do not know. I share this all the time, but it bears repeating. I know what I was looking at with Mike Tyson. Was he devastating? Yes. Was his knockouts cartoonish and fun to watch? Yes. But there was some things he didn't do. And I watched how they moved him. And he was great at marketing. He was good for business. But I say, hey, listen, man. There's things I want to see this guy do. But my friends didn't watch boxing on the degree that I watched it. So they didn't know. All they knew was Mike Tyson's punch out and the highlights that we had to wait to see on, Warner Wolf. Let's go to the videotape. That's throwback. CBS, Channel 2. Sportscaster, Warner Wolf. Warner Wolf called the Apollo and Ivan Drago fight in Rocky IV. The white guy with the black hair. I'm sitting here with Warner Wolf. That's Warner Wolf. Let's go to the videotape. That's him. He was very popular. To see him in the movie, that was big. It was like, oh, look, Warner Wolf. Yeah. That's how we got our Mike Tyson knockout highlights from Warner Wolf. Yeah. Fast forward, some 40 years later, I see this little nigga Tank, and I'm like, all right. Hey, listen. I don't like that Lomachenko guy. Could you sick the dog on him, this kid Tank? He's nice with it. Go beat him up, please. I already saw him lose his second pro fight. And I think Tank is more devastating of a puncher than Orlando Salido. Could you just please beat him up? That fight never happened. You got to be kidding me. Why? And Loma was talking cash shit. I was like, yo, please punch Loma in the jaw. Get him out of there. The fight never happened. Y'all blamed Floyd, and then Leonard Ellaby said Tank a star, and Tank chooses his own fights. And I'm like, why didn't he choose Loma? And I never got a straight answer. So what am I left to believe? When Floyd's talking about we're going to make paydays and Loma's old and got to fight. It's a duck, man. What are we talking? Man, y'all go ahead with that bullshit. I know what I'm looking at. And I didn't want that for him. I said, let this kid loose. Let him do what he's supposed to do. They never did it. And they trained him to behave like that. 15 fucking names I have on that meme. No, 16? I'll pull it up in a second. And the only dude he fought on there, he fought to a draw. But meanwhile, y'all still got fans over here that says he beats everybody. He even fight everybody. And the one dude he fought on that page, he pulled up from 130 and fought him to a draw. And when we said run that back, y'all were like, no. After y'all fought us for him to fight him, now y'all ducking the rematch and said go fight the heavyweight Jake Paul and then leave him alone, let him get his money because he wants to retire? Wait a minute. I thought he was going to spin the block and fight everybody else. See, I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all are retarded. Y'all are retarded. Y'all are infatuated with a man. Lord Swift real in the building. Real Baltimore. Not that fake shit. Real Baltimore in the building. Todd French in that Super Chat salute. He says, it's etched in stone. Mark my words. Nothing good will ever happen to Ryan in that ring until he rematches death. Praise be to Allah. He makes no mistakes. You know, nothing good will ever happen to this kid. He'll be ready to fight Devin after he loses. And salute, Bert. I know you from B-More. Word is bond. Tank fans are retarded. I see it every day. If you're a black boxing fanatic and you're riding with Ryan and you can look past everything that he's done, car fire. Dead serious. I don't want you around me. I'm dead serious. I had one conversation with one dude, and he's a busy man, and he was in and out. He loves boxing, but he's in and out. All he watches is the fights, but he doesn't know what happens behind the scenes. And when I explained it to him, because he was on that, oh man, he popped, but we saw. I said, hold on, man, hold on. Before you piss me off, let me give you the backstory. And credit to him, when I told him everything, at least he pulled out his phone and looked it up. He said, oh shit, I didn't know this. He legitimately didn't know. And he recanted everything he said. He's like, oh man, I didn't know this. He didn't know. That's fine. But when you know the facts and you stand on it, you say, yeah, he cheated, he a racist, but he a racist, but yeah, I saw him cheat, you know, he was suspended, you know, but he I can't unsee the left hook, and I don't know what happened, and yeah, go on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that! Swear to God, I can't stand y'all, man. Swear to God, I can't stand y'all, man. I swear to God.
Monkey!
Hello, monkeys.
I know why y'all think like that. Curtis in that super chat salute. He says, Drew, I think Javonta is trying to get his mental stages back on course. He's in the program as well. Blessings be more. Stand up, Charm City. Well, I mean, you could pray for the kid if you want. I've done all the praying that I could for him, and I'm dead serious. Because it took me a while to get here with him. It took me a while. But when I'm trying to talk him off the ledge before he hurts himself, and I'm sidetracked by unconditional fans that supports his stupidity, that's the problem. Because he won't hear it from me. Because I'm going to tell you what's good for you. He won't hear it from me. He won't listen to 10 people telling him something that's good for him. Because that hurts and the truth hurts. He would rather listen to the million people that are enabling his garbage. It's all right, Tank. It's all right, Tank. You know, that girl probably deserves to get slapped in her face. It's all right, Tank. We know she lying. It's all right, Tank. Go ahead and paint your fingernails. It's all right, Tank. Go ahead and knock up another Instagram model. It's all right, Tank. Beat up another chick while you got 2 daughters. It's all right, Tank. And y'all be so quick to talk about, oh, Deontay had a bunch of yes men around him. Devin got a bunch of yes men around him. Devin need to get rid of Bill. But Tank has been the victim this whole time. Victim of the system, victim of these women. And we're the haters. I've prayed for Tank. And y'all don't have to believe it. I don't care. I said before, I don't want to see no black man in jail, but every nigga in prison is not Nelson Mandela. I'm not going to enable anybody. If you do something stupid and I love you like a brother or a sister, I'm going to pull you to the side. I might not even do it in public. I'll pull you to the side and say, hey, man, what was that? No, you're wrong, sister. You're wrong, brother. You're wrong. And let me tell you why. I don't need no audience, but me pulling to your side and telling you you're having a heart-to-heart to you, that with you, that's love, man. Because if I don't give a fuck, I'll just, word, this is what you do. Go ahead, bro. I ain't got nothing to say because you should know better. And now, me praying for him, let me ask you a question. I'm asking just to chat the question. How many people do you think Tank has actually prayed for? Because every time I turn around when someone had a hard way to go in the ring or outside the ring, Tank ran to his social media to make fun of them. Did he not? Now, I'm not Jesus. I'm not. But I do know when to leave people alone. And I always ask, have I ever lied on Tank? No, I don't have to. Everything I said, I just said, hey, look at that. Why did he do that? Hey, look what he's doing. Why is it? Oh, man, he's in trouble with another girl again? Let's say the girl at the club is lying. Let's say she's lying. They say that he's dead to rights. They have him. But let's say she's lying. Let's say there's some sort of technicality. Why are you putting yourself in that position when you know you have a reputation? Stay your ass home. That's what we were saying about Mike Tyson 30 years ago. Hey, Mike, that cloud is over you now. You could look at a girl and she just throw herself on the floor and say, he hit me. How about this? Stop going to the clubs. Just give that portion of your life up, man. There's nothing out there anyway but trouble. There's nothing but trouble out there. When do you wake up and understand? It's called being an adult. When do you wake up and understand? Well, I'm saying it's a club. I should be able to go to the club. Yeah, you should be. But what's the reality? I should be able to walk through Bensonhurst without being called a nigga. And it's 2026. But guess what will happen if I walk through there enough? Guess what will happen? Somebody going to do it to me. And what will my friends say? What will my parents say? Well, it's Bensonhurst. Why were you there? Yeah, you should be able to walk through there and not be called that. But it's Bensonhurst. Why would you go there? You know how they are. When will you be held accountable for your decisions? My brother, Coach Hudson, in the building. And every time this fool gets in trouble, it's everyone else's fault. That's why I look at him and I look at the people that support that bullshit. I look at y'all strange. Y'all are crazy. This dude literally, K-Ho is literally his number 2 defense attorney online. And when he held him accountable, what did he say to him? We all saw it. And this nigga got mad at us. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't say that. Tank said that. But you mad that I shined a light on it? I didn't say that. This man does not come to y'all channels. You don't talk to this man on the phone. And whether you big him up or not, because a fan did say, hey man, Tank, the game is so lame without you, come on back. What was his response? F you. That was his response. That was his response. But watch this. He wanted to take Ryan Garcia out for drinks though. Uh-oh. How much patience do you think I'm supposed to have with all of these kids? Shakur, Keyshawn, Tank. How much patience am I supposed to have? Y'all really want to accept this Ryan Garcia thing as it just being a thing? This dude said what he said, and on top of that, he said, I said what I said, and y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. Yeah, you kids ain't gonna do nothing about it. Press came in here and told me literally, y'all read it, it's not about race. He literally said that in the chat. You ain't been on this planet long enough, and if your parents ain't teach you what this world is about, then they failed you, bruh. Your mom failed you, bruh. Little bruh, your mom failed you. Because if she ain't tell you what this world is about, goddamn it, she need to be educated. And I'm not talking bad about your mother, Press. I'm just saying she failed. She failed, man. The illest thing Satan ever did was convince you that he didn't exist. For you, for any of you YNs to get on my platform and say that it's not about race as it pertains to boxing, you don't know enough. It's just more covert. No, we're not hanging by our necks with nooses from trees like they were in the 1800s. But when you got guys like Mauricio Sillyman bringing in Ryan Garcia straight to a title shot because it's good for business, but when Devin had legitimately injury to his shoulder, they took that belt from him immediately. Oh, but Drew, he let Jamal Charlo have that belt for damn near 2 years. Did you hear what he said about that? Jamal Charlo told me if I took the belt from him, he'd kill himself. What? Dude, kill yourself then. Let me get this straight. Jamal Charlo told you that that belt meant so much to him, and if you took it from him, he would literally delete himself? That's what he said? No, bro. You were supposed to take that belt from him and make him champion recess pending him getting psychological help. That's what you were supposed to do. You don't just say, here, take it. All right. No, and he's lying. Let me tell you what he fucking was thinking.
And you see, this is what I would have said to him. Well, Mauricio, I don't believe you. You know what I think? Jamal having that belt for so long, that wasn't good for your business. But you know what would have been great for your business, man? If Canelo Alvarez had 2 Charlos on his record. Because after he beat Jamel, he went really hard at Jamal Charlo. And at one time, did you tell him, chill, man? He has mental problems. We're getting him some help. You never said that. You were quiet. You were quiet when he was going at Jamal Charlo. We, the public, was like, man, that man ain't fighting 2 years. He got mental issues. Leave him alone. Let him get it together. We said that. You were silent. You're noisy about everything else. When you said Fury cheated, check the gloves, you said we were ruining a historic night in boxing. That's what you did. That's what you did. You lied about being in Wilder's room and watching the gloves get put on. You was in both locker rooms and watched the gloves getting put on. That's not what you said. That's not what you said to me on Fred's show. You lied. That's not what you said. Alejandro Hermanas. We said, was she drug tested? That's all we asked. You said, we're bullying her because she's gay. No, we know she's gay. That's her wife right there. We're asking her, was she drug tested? You cussed us out. And then she popped. For what? Come to find out, she was trying to grow a penis.
Get your hand off my penis!
Do I need to go any further? We told you about Daniel Kennedy. You said I'm not the police. I'm not Interpol. I'm judging Daniel based off of what he does here. Literally that week, $5 million bounty on his head. Now you got to cooperate with the government. We told you. Do I need to go any further? And the latest shit is he took Ryan Garcia from 140 off of a loss and leapfrogged everybody. And now he's getting a title shot. Now, to all you young heads, prayers included. I just don't want to deal with that kid today. Prayers included. Name the black fighter that the WBC has looked out for to that degree. Name him. I know only one you could think of. And how's that working out? Because that's a good old nigga. Mook, salute, brother. He says Ryan wants to stay heavy as possible so the peds don't release out in his fat cells. He's still cycling off. I believe that 100%. I believe that 100%. I hope Mario Barrios knocks the shit out of him because Ryan is not good. Rolly proved that. He's not good. Ryan is not good. Village Brothers, salute. I can go on and on and on about Mauricio Silliman. And all I have to ask the haters that are watching me right now, some of you can't type because I blocked the shit out. I'm a tumble. Where's my Matumbo? I'm a tumble y'all ass so bad. Hey, Dikembe, you live strong in the strong house, man. Where you at? Dikembe.
Not today.
You might not be able to talk, and that's okay. But ask yourself. Take my arguments to the ops. Yo, Drew was on his channel saying, you know what you never call me? And liar. Did I lie on Mauricio Silliman just now? Did I lie on him? Did I lie on him? See, I think y'all forgot. Let me pull up a Mauricio. Let me see. Here it is. See, a lot of y'all don't know. A lot of y'all don't know. A lot of y'all don't know. So a lot of y'all are new. When I tell y'all, I'm not no average fanatic. I speak of the facts. I speak of the facts. I told y'all I spoke to this dude, right? This ain't the first time. Here we go.
Good evening.
Hey, what's up, Drew? Hello, Drew.
How you feel? To be honest, I had a bunch of questions, but I know I'm limited, so I'll just. You said you was in both locker rooms, in both Fury versus Wilder fights. You was in both locker rooms, right? That must mean you witnessed the hand wraps.
No, I did not witness the hand wraps. I was in the.
I did not witness the hand wraps. I was in the locker rooms where they have inspectors that are with the fighters at all times. This is the direct quote. This is what he told me.
Locker rooms where they have inspectors that are with the fighters at all times.
This is what he told Sky Sports. It's ridiculous, Suleiman told Sky Sports. It's difficult to understand. I was present in both fights. I was in the dressing room in both fights, both Wilder and Fury's dressing room. This is what he told them. This is months later, I'm talking to him. But this is what he told them at first. One was in California, the other was in Nevada. In both cases, there were at least 3 inspectors in each dressing room. I was there before and after the fight. I saw the hand wraps. I saw them with the gloves. This is after the fight. Months later, he's telling me this.
Okay, so you was in Fury's locker room, but you didn't see the hand wraps at all.
No, I visited both locker rooms. I do that in every title fight. I go with the challenger, go with the champion, wish them luck. Sometimes I go 2-3 times before the fight. So
you see that, right?
So what I have said constantly is that I went to the locker rooms, and if you were to visit a locker room, you would see how many inspectors are in a room for a title fight.
I've actually seen it. I've seen video. I'm good friends with Tay Jones, and he shared cell phone videos, and I didn't see you.
Uh-oh. I said, Tay, how many times he came to the locker room? He said, that fat motherfucker came in there one time and left. He ain't seen no goddamn gloves. And Tay sent me the video.
So I was asking, you was in both locker rooms, so you didn't see the actual hand wraps, and you didn't see who put on whose gloves. Because the reason why I'm asking is because I'm sure, you've heard of.
That's what he said after the fight. I was there before and after the fight. I saw the hand wraps. I saw them with the gloves. That's what he said. A couple months later, he's telling me something different. You're looking right at it.
Glovegate and the allegations about Tyson Fury's gloves, and it's interesting. Ricky brought up the Togo situation, and I'm glad you answered that question because things are different with jurisdictions, and I'm glad because I didn't know that. So I just learned something. Thank you very much. However, before I get out of here, what was the outcome with Togo? And
the boxing commission had the gloves, and they confiscated the gloves, and they researched, and there was no padding. There was no padding,
and there was removal of the product.
The removal of the product of the hair on the Reyes gloves. That's what actually happened, and the commission presented that protest to the WBC, and they had all the evidence.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get out of here, Fred. Where's Fury's gloves right now?
Here we go.
Were they inspected?
I'm sorry?
Fury's gloves. Were they inspected?
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know if the boxing commission has the gloves or who has the gloves.
What the fuck? How do you not know who has the gloves? How do you not know that? But when Rio Togo cheated La Barbie, those gloves was on your desk. You see what I'm talking about? Who's La Barbie in comparison to your 10 title defenses, heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder? You could extend them the courtesy of saying, let me get those gloves. Something's wrong? Well, I don't think so, but let's just double and triple check. He says, I don't know where the gloves are.
But the gloves are inspected.
See my face? Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. I asked him where the gloves were. Look at my face.
So who has the gloves? But the gloves are inspected prior, during, and after the bout in every jurisdiction.
So you don't know where the gloves are?
No.
I know where they are.
Where?
In Sugar Hill's house, he told us.
Swear to God. Swear to God, Sugar Hill told Fred that the gloves are in his house. So I'm telling him, they're in the house.
Go have a look at it.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it. You too.
I was in the ring when they came into the ring, and I was sitting right there during the fight. At no moment in either fight, I saw anything that looked suspicious whatsoever. After the fight, they take the gloves. They are handed to the commission. It's very sad because to try to take away from something from a huge victory, one of the greatest nights of the sport in the century, to try and put a blemish on that event is so irresponsible and stupid. That's what he said.
And
this is how we're treated, bro. That's what this is what we're dealing with here. This is how we're viewed. So when someone says there's no racism in boxing, La Barbie is a Latina and she was cheated by Rio Togo, the Japanese fighter. And the gloves were on his desk. I play that video all the time. And all we asked was, hey man, we're seeing pictures. The first fight, let me ask you a question. I'm only talking to Coach Hudson and Stormy and everything. Is this shit normal? I'm telling you, I've had on thousands of pair of boxing gloves. When you strap them up, they do not do this. I'm telling you. That's his knuckle in the wrist part of his glove. That was on purpose. Jack Reese. That's not normal. This is not normal. Those gloves were not permanently affixed to his goddamn fist. Look at Deontay's glove. Look at his glove. That's the first fight. All right? This is the first fight. The second fight, there was no pattern in the fucking gloves. And then when we prove that, what do you knuckle draggers say? It was Deontay's camp's fault. They let him get away with that. So he did the glove trick twice. The third time, he left the country so he could cycle off of his bullshit. That's right, and Ricky Hatton helped him do it. That's why there's no memorial for that dude. I don't care. I hope he burn in hell. I don't care about no Ricky Hatton. Fuck him. There, I said it. Because he helped him do this. And by the way, how did he go? Right. I think his conscience got the better of him, but I digress. Pull me glove up. Yeah, all right. Y'all remember the video of him doing lines? He was with that hooker and he was doing lines, snorting. Y'all remember that? I ain't doing no video about that. I said, man, I hope that man get help. Then he turned around and helped cheat my brother. I'm not Jesus. I'll pray for you, but after a while, I'm going to leave you alone. Caught Ricky Hatton doing lines. Caught Kell Brook doing lines. Tyson Fury doing lines and cheating. Right? Devin Haney gets cheated by a goddamn racist and enabled by the WBC. And what y'all say? It's Devin's fault. Wilder gets cheated. What y'all say? It's Wilder's fault. And I told y'all, I said, man, look, it don't matter what kind of evidence Deontay has. Y'all don't want to listen. It don't matter. Oh, we'll just come with the evidence. I said it don't matter because y'all saw what y'all saw, right? Because Deontay can't box. All he got is a right hand, right? Couple of years later, this shit with Devin, and Ryan is caught in every direction. He's caught cheating, coming in overweight, then proves he's a racist, and y'all still don't care. And that's what we said about Wilder. I said, it don't matter. He can have the evidence and the commission could be on the side. Y'all not going to care. Oh, no, we would care. We would care. Those same knuckle draggers are seeing this thing with Ryan and Devin, and y'all don't care. I don't care. I saw what I saw. With your big ape lips. I saw what I saw. I saw what I saw. Is that chicken? Your Air Force Ones look like a glove for your hands. That's how your feet look. Because you need that when you hang from the monkey bars. Dubside, it'll be released when it'll be released. The world could wait. But I stand on it. If he's been talking about this and standing firm on it for years, let me tell you something. You're not going to accuse me of doing something that I did not do without me suing you for defamation. Because that's a serious charge. A serious charge. Yeah, Shelton, fuck that nigga. He a bitch-ass nigga, too. He another nigga that got my line. Could have called me anytime if it was an issue. Fuck him. Half these dudes got mental problems. Niggas don't even got their house in order. Let a woman come move in with you and she run all over you. Yeah, I know some things. Time reveals all truth. Ryan was never punished for what he did to Devin. And he's about to do it to Barrios. He already done missed weight. What was it? A 10-day halfway point weigh-in or whatever? Whatever the rule was, he violated it. I'm not surprised. The thing is, no one cares. No one cares. Really think about this, y'all. Ryan Garcia is put on this pedestal for assisting in a public lynching, an attempted public lynching. I've been saying they not like us before Kendrick made that song, bro. You're not my brother. You never were. You never were. When you release all the facts and show these monkeys exactly what it is, and all they're left to say is, well, you know, we just saw what we saw, as if peds don't make a difference. I challenge anybody to tell me that peds don't make a difference. You fly out to the Bronx, I will put you in a gym right now. Right? How old is this kid now? He's 16. He's 16. He's not even trying to go pro. He just works out. He likes boxing. He's 16. He's 5'6". He's 140 pounds. And he tells us he's on gear. He tells us that. He's shredded. He got veins everywhere. I've watched this kid spar with grown men. Under normal circumstances, that kid ain't lasting 2 seconds with a grown-ass man that also boxes. This kid is in there all of 135, 140 pounds, and he be going. And he tells us, nah, it's the drugs. I'm on this, I'm on that. Oh, shit. Coach in the gym was like, man, all of this is on the ban list. And not for nothing, he had to, once he revealed it that day, coach said, yo, I can't allow you to spar in my gym knowing you're on that. Because if something happens, I don't care if you're fighting a guy that's 300 pounds. If something happens, I know you're on this stuff. I'm being held liable. This stuff is illegal. Well, it's on a ban list. It's not a pro fight, but still. So he hasn't, I don't know where he goes to spar, but I'm telling you, I will put you in direct connection with that kid, and I dare you to spar him. And I'll tell you, he'll kick your ass. He showed us on his phone what he takes and where he gets it from. Pulled up at the gym. It was 22 degrees outside. He hops out the Uber in a fucking tank top and stood outside on the phone for like 10 minutes. He was sweating. I'm like, look at this. This is amazing. Amazing. I promise you, by the time he's 36, he's going to have a heart condition. And I told him that. I said, bro, you stop now, bro. Stop now. In 20 years, and I know when you're 16, talking about you're going to be 36, you think that's far away. No, bro. No. I remember my 15th birthday. My dad bought me a bench press. Loved it. Ain't no racism in boxing. You guys are ridiculous. If you don't have a problem with Ryan Garcia competing in the sport of boxing, then you are part of the problem. Exactly, Bert, like Cali Muscle. He looked great. Like 5 years ago, he was stocky, but he was shredded, lifting weights and doing this and doing that. Then he got off gear and he was still cut, but he wasn't as massive. And now he's having heart attacks all over the place. You see that? Look at the good brother C.T. Fletcher. Look at C.T. Fletcher. All of that. First of all, he had a heart condition, if I remember correctly, he had a heart condition that was hereditary. That can happen. He has a heart condition that's hereditary. That can happen. But how he ate didn't help the situation. You saw his diet. CT, how he looked in the early 90s, late 80s. He was overweight. He was bulky and strong, but he was overweight. When he got older, he lost weight and he looked good, but his heart was already goofed up. And he admits that. Bodybuilders, pro bodybuilders, let me explain something to you. There's no way you get that big without the help of something. Everybody has a certain point where your body maxes out. You need the help of peds for your body to supersede where it naturally goes. That's why when all these bodybuilders retire, they shrivel up. They shrivel up. You're working through injuries and you don't know you're injured. Look at the brother Ronnie Coleman. Look at these brothers. Why? And people, they can say, oh, no, if you just eat a lot and lift weights, you could get like that. No, you can get bigger than the average person, but there's a cutoff point genetically for everybody. My genetics is a field nigga. I got uncles that were giants. As a matter of fact, I'm quite small compared to a lot of the men in my family in the Midwest and down south. Genetically, I stopped growing height-wise at 6'2". But I'm bulky. I could not lift weights for 3 months and still be bulky. That's just my genetic makeup. But let's keep it simple here. For anybody that wants to argue me that there's some bodybuilders that compete in the Olympia that are not juicing, why is there a whole nother category called classic physique?
Good night.
Why is there a whole nother thing called natural bodybuilding?
Stupid butts.
Because all of those guys in the Olympia are cycling off. All of those guys. Guys got to wake up, man. I'm telling you, Ryan Garcia is going to pay for this. Whether it be in the ring, I like for it to be in the ring and in his personal life. Because I don't forgive him. Because his behavior is normalized. But what drives me crazy is the knuckle draggers that have normalized it. Y'all normalized it. Y'all normalized this behavior. Y'all normalized it. And you're well trained. It's not about race. It's not about. You remember when we was on Instagram and Deontay Wilder was getting interviewed by Showtime? Y'all remember what happened that day? They go live and Deontay's getting interviewed by the fella from Showtime. Forgot his name, but he cool. He cool. And Jamel Charlo pops up in the chat. Y'all remember this? Who was there? I was there. And Deontay said, man, you know, they don't like my chocolate skin. And he was there the whole time. Yeah, Steve L. That's where he got the soundbite from. That's where Champ I got the soundbite from. Because he said when they see this chocolate skin, and Jamel Charlo was there the whole time, and he waited till that moment to say it's not about race, skills pay the bill. That monkey could not wait to say that. And everybody in the chat was like, yo, Mel, what the fuck? What are you doing? Mel, what is wrong with you? Then him and Deontay had a little back and forth later on. And Deontay's told him something to the effect of, I'll slap the shit out you when I see you. And what did Mel say? I got shooters. So let me get this straight. Lions in the camp. You tough with everybody else. Maul is slapping phones out of fans' hands. That's in the monkey video. You growling. You telling what's his name? Jared Hurd, I'll kill you and your bitch. You literally said that. That's in the monkey video. When Jared was going at you. You ain't had to say that to him and his girl. What the fuck? So you real tough, but when someone says, yo, I'll slap the fuck out you, all of a sudden you got shooters. You see, listen to me very carefully. These dudes is punks. Your favorite fighter might be a pussy. You want me to prove it? I'm going to prove it that Ryan Garcia is one of those pussies. You want me to prove it? I'll prove it. Ryan Garcia was, he was crashing out so bad. He said something about Caleb Plant's wife. Y'all remember this? If y'all don't know, Caleb Plant's wife is black. And he was talking about how, I think he said he smashed her. Well, I forgot what event it was, but Ryan was there and Caleb pulled up on him. And he didn't pull up to talk. He pulled up to get at Ryan. And security had to literally tackle Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is more official than any of y'all, than your favorite fighter is. He ain't come to talk. There go Ryan. No words. He ran up on him. Security had to tackle him. And Ryan was hiding behind security. I looked at his face. I was like, oh shit. Yes, Jay from Roundaway. And he apologized. Y'all forgot about that? Caleb is about that action. He told Jamal Charlo, I was in Vegas when this happened. I just missed it. Me and Blue Blood standing outside. And then the door flings open, and I didn't know if it was Mel or Maul, because they twins. I said, what the fuck happened in there? And I saw a little commotion. I said, Blue, I got to get out this heat. It was dead ass like 104 degrees outside. I went back to the timeshare, and turns out that he touched Caleb's beard. Caleb said, yo, don't touch me like that. And he did it again, and Caleb slapped the shit out of him. Lions in the camp. Ain't no referees out here. Steve Smoker ain't gonna help you. I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah, Ryan, you talk about my wife, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what Caleb said. I ain't trying to talk. I bet he told his wife, yo, look, if I get my hands around, I'm gonna have to go sit down for a little while, but I'm gonna twist this kid's head off. And Ryan wasn't, yo, let's get it. No, he was hiding behind security. You could be nice in the ring under an organized situation, but I'm telling you, a lot of these boxers are pussies. A lot of them. And then the Charlo's wives or girlfriends, they fighting outside. I left, and then I got back to the room. They're filming, they fighting in the street, right by the T-Mobile. I'm like, what is going, man? If these hard ERs don't go sit down somewhere, I got more respect for Caleb Plant than a lot of these niggas. That's on Jesus. Caleb's a real one, sticking up for his wife. Y'all get infatuated by these fake street niggas, the Charlos, Javonta, and then turn around and say, Devin ain't from the hood. He's sheltered. He ain't from the trenches. Your favorite fighter's not from the trenches. I said it before and I say it again. I could drive right up the highway right here and go to Connecticut. And all you hood niggas right now, whether you're 150 pounds or 350 pounds, I'll go get the first white boy from the MMA gym right up the highway in Connecticut, a nerdy white kid, all of 150 pounds, and he will twist you into a goddamn knot. Those white boys with glasses, the nerdy ones that come from $1 million families. Mr. Ishmael, salute. Millionaires. They will beat the nonsense out you. They ain't scared of you no more. This is different. MMA is leisure for them. They ain't trying to go pro, but they, in their spare time, they hang out at those MMA gyms. It's a way of life. While y'all drinking and smoking and getting on lean, y'all can't fight. And y'all not tough. These white boys come walking through your hood looking for the smoke. Y'all not tough. That shit over. The last era of teenagers that actually threw hands was my era in the 90s. We threw hands. We threw hands. Y'all kids don't do that. Y'all bust guns and y'all can't even do that. I seen with my own 2 eyes 2 fools pull out guns on each other and blast it 4 times. Boom, 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 boom. And they missed. Windows got hit. Bullets are scraping off the floor. Windows getting shot out. You was 5 feet in front of your target and you couldn't hit nothing. You kids are idiots. So that's how I look at Tank. That's how I look at the Charlos. Your barker's real big. When the menace in front of you, you fold. Jared Hurd was not in no boxing ring. I would pick any Charlo to beat Jared Hurd in a boxing ring back then. When that was the fight, Jamel Charlo versus Jared Hurd. But goddamn it, outside that ring, he slapped you, bruh. And if Maul was about that action, instead of pushing Jared back, you slap my brother, I'm gonna slap you. You guys are marketing schemes, man. Marketing schemes. You're not about that action. You the same niggas that turn around and defend a cowardly punk, a racist POS like Ryan Garcia. And that's why I have a show called Monkey Tuesday, to shine a spotlight on you knuckle draggers. I don't like you. I don't like you. Growing with soul, salute, brother. Sure will in the building, salute. Any black person that justifies anything that Ryan Garcia does, anything, after the outburst, done with you. Any person of color gets in my chat and says there's no racism in boxing, I'm blocking you like I'm blocking your entire life, bro. Don't you dare. You have a lack of education. And your single mama or your parents failed you. Because if anything, your single mama or your daddy or your parents, they need to educate you on what life is. You might not be dealing with it in your neighborhood. You might not be dealing with it in your black school. But I got to prepare you for the world. Because you're a little too dark for the world to love you unconditionally. The ladies may love you. But you got to be careful in the workforce. You got to be careful when you're driving your car at 3 a.m. trying to get home and Boss Hog pulls you over. You got to be careful. Why? Because you're black. That's a reality. And boxing is a direct reflection of life. It's a direct reflection of life. And don't tell me any different. It absolutely is. And you YNs don't know enough. You know why? Because you YNs don't even respect each other. You don't. You YNs do not respect each other. You don't. You don't. We have so much power that's untapped. It's ridiculous. These Tonka Trunk Tank fans will come in and say, oh, you black, but you're always talking down on Tank. But you ignore his social media. And you justify everything he says. And the funny shit is he don't even like you. And we big up Devin and you cut Devin down. Because I had this faggot nigga Mike S say, well, the enemy of my enemy. I didn't know that Devin was your enemy. I didn't know that Tank was an enemy. All I wanted was those two young kings to fight. Remember when I said that? Yo, I want to see who's better between them. Tank is in the way of this. What are we doing here? And then when you start narrowing down the goddamn facts, there was an awful lot of titles being exchanged at 135. Tank was there the whole time. He didn't intervene with any of it. That's a fact. And Tank is the A side. He could have called for anything he wanted. And he just didn't do it. He'd rather fight the Garcias of the world. This motherfucker and Hector. And the fans are like press in abundance. They don't care who he fights. He said he wants to retire, so they don't care who he fights. Make as much money as you can before you get out. He never said, I want to see him running back with Roach. I want to see him get Devin. I want to see him get anybody. He never said a name. But ask Prez about it. What do you want to see Devin do? He'll have a list of shit for him to do and then ridicule him for not doing it. Meanwhile, all I see is the work. There's a list. And nobody outside of Brian Norman answered the call. And now you got Keyshawn talking shit. Don't worry. I got him tomorrow. That was real cute what you did. I love it. What Turkey said about it, though. That's what I want to know. Dick Hodges, that was here earlier. What Turkey got to say about it? Yeah, you did all of that. You did all the comedy shit. Yeah, that was real cute. I liked it. But what Turkey said when did you tell Turkey, hey, how can I get this Devin fight? Did you tell him that? Because Devin has nothing lined up. He was actually waiting on your big bro, Shakur. He calls out Conor Ben. Okay, so you called out Devin. So what Turkey said? Please tell me, because I want that smoke. I want that smoke for Devin. I want that. I'm not making excuses. Oh, well, Devin got to do this and he should do this. And what has Keyshawn done to deserve a Devin? Nah, fuck that. You on the list. Y'all remember Chris Jericho years ago? You just made the list. Yeah, meme coming. Devin be like, you just made the list. Difference is these niggas don't want to fight. Everybody on that list. Mario Barrios is on that list. You know why? Because he's the WBC champion. Oh, he want to fight Tank's leftovers. Well, guess what? There's life after losing the Tank because he's now a champion. Why do y'all think a loss defines your whole career? Only if you let it. And that's why Tank never challenged himself. Because one loss defines his career. You don't want that Lamont Roach smoke? Nah, actually, he got on his social media to say, I giveth and I taketh away. Did he not do that? I giveth and I taketh away. That's what he said. Aha, you're not going to get a shot, bro. Sound like Tiafimo, right? You're not going to get a shot, bro. Well, Tio lost to one of the best in the game. There goes that. He's talking about, oh, I'm going to go up to 147. Please do, and go fight Brian Norman, the second best welterweight in the world. I believe that about Brian. Please go up to 147, fight Brian, and I want him to knock your teeth out your mouth so you can finally get them fixed. Oh, but Boots, oh, Boots. Oh, he should have fought Boots. Guess what? And shout out to Rod Neal, because he said this yesterday. Devin went to 147, and in his first fight, fought the champion. That Boots ducked. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Brian Norman wanted the Boots smoke. Boots politicked and bullshit, and then all of a sudden he went from saying, I want to be undisputed at 47 until you realize Brian Norman had a belt, and now you want to go up to 54. Devin goes to 47. He beats Brian Norman. He said, Boots, you on the list. He said, fight me at 52. He said, I just got a belt at 47. And why should Devin play games with weight? The last time he played games with weight, he was cheated. And y'all ain't seen the thing. You see? You see what I mean? Devin's the A side. He ain't got to bend the knee to nobody. Devin's the A side. He don't have to bend the knee to nobody. Put that crack in your pipe, smoke it. YouTube mods are doing something. Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it. You know what they like? They like spooning. They like spooning with their boyfriends. I'm not getting in the way of spooning. Go spoon. Go spoon. Go spoon with your man. With that off flag over your damn futon. Sensitive ass Gen Zs. Black fingernails, pink hair. And to feel safe, they pick the bear. Bars. Says Debo Dev got to be disrespectful to these clowns. Low key, he gives too much respect. Nah, it's not that. Dev just quiet. He's just doing the work. He ain't got to talk. You know why, brother? Because his actions are speaking. Everybody else is emotional over him. Everybody else is emotional. Because you hear me say it. All I see is the work. All I see is the work. Devin's cutting their ass just by working. He was supposed to die against Brian Norman. The industries picked Brian Norman to kill Devin. All the fans were laughing. Oh, he about to die. He about to die. I said, I don't know what y'all see. And that fight went on just like how I thought. I didn't know that he was going to knock him down in the second round like that. But it happened. And Dev won the fight. Clearly, won the fight. And everybody eats their words. And Devin is saying, hey, where's the smoke? Where's the Ryan Garcia smoke? I want all the smoke. Look, there's a list. There's a list. And y'all make more excuses for your favorite fighter not to fight on that list than actually making the fight. Oh, well, he can't do that. Well, Devin can't do that. My guy can't do it. I can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. Well, what happened to Tank Davis' list? You know what can't be done? A deal between Amazon and the PBC. Shout out to that $150 million settlement between Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman, allegedly. Still doing research on that. But, yeah, those chickens are coming home to roost. Y'all deal with Rick Glass's racist ass. I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. I did as much as I could do. That guy's a racist, but he was right on that. Y'all deal with it. Y'all deal with it. I'm not. I don't have to. You coons are on your own. General should be coming on. Step out my brother's way. Let's head over there. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. It's been a wonderful Monkey Tuesdays. And y'all know I'll be back tomorrow. Follow me on Patreon. Follow me on Rumble. Same thing with Stormy. Patreon, Rumble. Same thing with the General. Same thing with LeBron. Same thing with Coach Hudson. Rumble's the way to go. There's going to be some mornings where I'm going to cut this short and I'm going to put the link up. Follow me over there on Rumble. When I'm having one of those mornings where I'm going to have to let it out, I'm telling you, I'm going to say I'm going to have to cut the live stream short on YouTube because I'm going to have to scream about some stuff that Miguel's not going to like. I'm telling y'all right now, follow us on Rumble. I love who loves me, man. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.